went 1-3 on the 3 best prop bets last week, and we did fall short on the long shot as well. Grant Dawson winning by decision at plus 100 was probably the easiest prop to call on the entire card, and I was very happy to cash that for you guys, especially at plus money. Morono by knockout plus 240 had no chance considering he gassed himself out 4 or 5 minutes into that matchup. I was not expecting that at all. And then Cesar Almeida by knockout plus 260. I expected him to showcase better get-ups as we've seen from him in the past against Roman Kopylov, but he was unable to do anything in the second or third round. Landed some good damage, but ultimately was not able to secure the finish. And then the long shot comes up short as Makhachev round 2 submission at plus 650 ends up being round 5 submission for Makhachev. I thought Poirier showcased a tremendously improved takedown defense, submission defense, but ultimately that pressure was meant to break, and then Makhachev was able to get the 5th round submission. But doesn't work for us. I should have just gone with Makhachev by submission straight up, but it is what it is. Makhachev still ends up getting the win. So I got another 3 best prop bets for you guys here. Just a reminder, if you're looking for PFL breakdowns, I will do my best to get them out for you guys ASAP. The fights kick off, I think, in just over 15 to 16 hours. So I will do my best in terms of recording a quick video for you guys to drop those predictions. It might be some point overnight. It might be a couple hours before the fights kick off. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, hit that bell notification, so as soon as it drops, you guys will get that notification and see where my head is at for that PFL card. If you're looking for Octagon 58 breakdowns, I'll have quick picks on my Patreon page, the Lock of the Night Patreon page. Check the link in the description below for that. Otherwise, let's get right into the 3 best prop bets as well as the long shot that I got for you guys. For UFC Louisville, the first one is going to be Ryan Dos Santos, who comes in at, by submission, which comes in at plus 250. I believe that this is a squash match, especially once this fight hits the mat. I think Dos Santos will have a superior edge in the BJJ realm. Tomar might be a little bit more dangerous in the striking realm, but I expect Dos Santos to get this fight to the ground, take advantage of the poor takedown defense of Tomar, and then from there she should be able to get that back and eventually pull off a submission. Plus 250 I think is a tremendous line to take advantage of here, as I do believe there is a big grappling discrepancy, and we'll see Dos Santos take full advantage of that. Second best prop bet is going to be Eduardo Mara inside the distance at plus 130 as she takes on Denise Gomez. We saw Mara miss weight earlier today, but that's just the name of the game for her. I think the UFC is going to force her to go up to flyweight after the second straight miss for her in the UFC, but she utilizes her weight misses, or at least weight bullying style, to overwhelm girls in the clinch, drag them to the ground, and then do a good job in terms of scrambling and staying ahead of her opponents, with the transitions, with the scrambles, and then she eventually breaks them and lands big shots from the top position, either finishing fights by TKO or submission. I do expect her to go out there and break Denise Gomez, overwhelming her and finishing her from that top position, plus 130. The third best prop bet is a bit of a different one that I'm used to picking here, but the Julian Marquez and Zachary Reese fight to not start, or the fight does not start round 2 prop at minus 115. I'm expecting fireworks from the jump here, and Zachary Reese is very quick, explosive, fast, and powerful, and he could land that big shot on Marquez here, but I do expect Marquez to actually look to take this fight to the ground, and there is another prop on Bet Online where you can get Marquez most takedowns for plus 170, which I don't think is a bad spot. His teammate Cody Brundage took down Zach Reese off the jump, and that's what eventually led to that slam KO. But in terms of this specific prop, Marquez, I do think that we'll see him stop the submission attempts that are going to come from Reese, and that will allow him to get to a more dominant position and eventually find a finish of his own. I think we'll see this fight finish pretty quickly here, and I don't think it starts that second round. So at minus 115, not a bad shot, especially going up against a guy in Reese who likes to get it done or get finished in that first round, and Marquez will more than oblige with that circumstance as well. The long shot I have for you guys, I've seen vary anywhere from plus 850, which is what I'll track here for the record that I keep in the description. And I've seen it from plus 850 all the way to plus 1100. But it's going to be Andrea Lee by submission as she goes up against Montana De La Rosa, who will likely be looking to grapple Lee here. But Lee, I do think she'll have a firm bit of confidence going into this matchup, as I do believe she's the better striker. But she also has a very active jiu-jitsu game off of her back if she's able to keep opponents in their guard. Now, De La Rosa is a better pure wrestler here, but I don't think that she'll be the better pure jiu-jitsu player. And that will leave openings for lead to latch onto a submission of sort. I wouldn't even be surprised if it ends up coming from a desperation takedown attempt from Montana De La Rosa, as Lee ends up snatching up a guillotine of some sort. But I think even off of her back, she can be very threatening with arm bars and triangle chokes, and it wouldn't surprise me if she's actually able to get that victory here over De La Rosa by submission. So at plus 850 or plus 1100, depending on your bookie, I don't think that this is a bad prop to take a shot on as a long shot. There you guys go. 3 best prop bets. Long shot for UFC Louisville. A ton of content dropped over the last 24 hours for your boy. Make sure you guys check it out on the YouTube page. Otherwise, check out the Lock of the Night Patreon page for more breakdowns on the LFA and Cage Warriors, which is currently going down as we speak. And then tomorrow for Octagon and PFL, I'll have track plays and breakdowns available on those platforms as well. Make sure you guys check it out. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the quick picks version of the UFC Louisville breakdown, as well as a PFL likely quick picks version breakdown of that card as well. Good luck this weekend, folks. See you guys then. Peace.